Hello, everyone. So, my name is Angeline Constantidou. So, today we are going to be talking about breathing techniques for coping and how these breathing techniques can help you cope with some really intense feelings. So, what I am talking about here is healing from trauma, healing from domestic abuse. So this is going to be, part of the course, and I'm really, excited to share some new breathing techniques that have helped me, that have changed my life. So what I wanted to talk about first, though, is what are the benefits of breathing? Okay, deep breathing. So, in other words, when we do the meditation, the guided meditation that is in the previous lesson, we did a simple breathing technique. So we inhale through the nose, and then we exhale through the mouth. So I've been studying different breathing techniques, and let me just share my own story on why I practice breathing techniques. And one of the reasons why I did is because breathing techniques are helpful for reducing anxiety, reducing stress. This is very helpful for domestic abuse survivors. And initially, when you start doing these exercises, you may not feel calm right away. Okay. And what I want to talk about here, and this is the reason why, because our bodies, a lot of times, our mind and our bodies, mind body connection, we're all connected. And when we are in a domestic violence situation or trauma situation, what happens is the fight or flight response. So let me give you an example. If your spouse is acting up, let's say you're home and he starts to act up, your body immediately goes into that fight and flight response. And, when that happens, then, your body is in that really, really tense state. And I know for myself, I had to, one of the reasons that I had to, incorporate these deep breathing exercises was to reduce the stress and anxiety. We can't eliminate stress, but we can reduce stress and anxiety. So when our bodies are in fight and flight response, what happens is we just go into the state. Um, you know, our body temperature rises, and we're looking to flee. We are looking to escape, and that's what happened to me. And fortunately, there were nights when I had to escape. I had to actually leave my house in the evening to go seek refuge and to calm down. So, lo and behold, I would stay in a friend's house at the last minute. A friend of mine would accommodate me, couple friends. Sometimes I had to stay in a hotel room or a motel room. So during this time, I was also living like a gypsy. So you can imagine what was going on here for me. But yet, when all of this was happening, I began studying these deep breathing techniques, which help me reduce anxiety and stress. And the first thing that you need to do is to seek a safe place to go. So if you cannot do these deep breathing exercises in your home, you may have to go someplace. Now, if the weather's nice, believe it or not, you can go to the park and sit on a bench. As long as it's quiet, you can sit on a bench and practice some of these deep breathing exercises. So um, hopefully what I'm going to teach you today is going to help you. So the first technique which is very important, is the first technique that I learned was diaphragmatic breathing. That's called belly breathing. Okay. So you just have to make sure that you're seated in a comfortable position, whether it's on a chair, on a sofa. You may be sitting on your mat with your legs crossed. And what I want you to do is this. I want you to take a deep breath in and put your hand where your belly is. So as you're breathing in with the belly breathing exercise, the belly breathe, just make sure that you hold your stomach in. Okay, so we're going to do this again. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you feel your stomach and your diaphragm expanding. Okay. So so what I would do is I would do this at least 3 or 4 times throughout the day. If you're seated at a desk and you're working, take 5 minutes and do these deep breathing exercises. In fact, I incorporate this type of deep breathing into my work schedule. So make sure that you do that, because the more, and make sure that you are breathing through your nose. So make sure that you're breathing in through your nose. And calm breathing is another breathing technique that I incorporated, and that's adapted from a yoga practice. So what we are going to do is we're going to breathe in for 5 counts. So we're going to breathe in. So we're going to breathe in for 5 counts in through your nose, and then 5 counts out through your mouth. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit of practice. So we're going to try this again. Okay. So we're going to breathe in for 5. And this type of breathing technique I incorporated, and I still do to this day, from a yoga practice. So this is going to help you reduce anxiety, stress, fatigue, if you're having feelings of restlessness, and it's going to help you sleep better. Now, another breathing technique that I just learned tonight was breathing in for 4 counts and then exhaling 6 counts. So that's another form of breathing technique. So we're going to inhale for 4. So you ready? So let's inhale for 4 counts through the nose. So when you inhale for 4 counts, you're going to hold it for a second and then exhale for 6 counts. So make sure that you are exhaling through the mouth. And this is also going to improve lung function. It's going to help lower your blood pressure. It's going to help you. It's actually better oxygenation of body tissues and organs. So overall, these breathing techniques are going to help you. Definitely going to help you. So I hope that this video is very helpful. And plus, what I have also added as an additional resource is a podcast episode that I did with a friend of mine who is a coach. Her name is Tracy Eleftheriou, and that is an additional resource that is included in this live. It is season 3, episode 17. Okay, and Tracy talks about how breath work can help you heal. And this is something that I've incorporated too. So another form of breathing of this technique is called EFT tapping. So this is where you tap over your head, you go like this. So I'm just going to do this right now, like here. So we're tapping, on our face, on our chin, and on our cheek. And this is an additional resource that is included in this training. Okay. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. And I will see you in the next lesson. So make sure that you incorporate these breathing techniques and, let me know how you feel. In other words, as you're incorporating and practicing these deep breathing techniques, which I recommend every single day. What are your thoughts? How did you feel after the deep breathing? Were you feeling a little, did you feel anxious at first? And I would practice this at least twice a day. Once in the morning when you wake up in the morning, and as you're doing your meditation, you can incorporate some of these breathing techniques that I've taught you. And in the evening, or take a break during the day at 3 p.m. and find a quiet place. This is very, very important, to find a quiet place. And this is going to help you heal from domestic abuse and also help you heal from trauma. So I will see you in the next video.